Hotep, brothers and sisters, Black Power. Brother Shaka Sankofa here today. First of all, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors, my sister, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, my father, my in-laws, and all of the ancestors who are in the ancestral realm, those known and unknown, that are fighting for the liberation and salvation of the black nation. And I give honors to all my brothers and sisters out there who have committed their lives into the liberation and salvation of our black nation. First of all, I want to apologize for a very, very important message and honors that I missed earlier in the week. And that was to my father, Brother Allen L. Tillman. His born day was January the 6th. And also Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing made her ascension in the same week, a couple of days prior to the 6th. And my Aunt Clara Simpson, and anyone that I may have missed, please charge it to my head, not my heart. But today I want to discuss a very, very special day today. It's been 1 year today since our Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul, made his ascension into the ancestral realm. Very, very powerful brother who, you know, in my own opinion, and based on my experience, one of the greatest brothers and comrades that I've ever had. And, you know, we worked side by side for several years, assisting the youth and helping them enter the threshold of manhood, dealing and functioning on African principles. As a result of that, we became known throughout the DMV, and a lot of the counselors and case managers and administrators that were working in the same field in Washington, D.C. Began to have a high level of jealousy towards us because of the fact that our commitment and compassion in helping our young men was an ongoing thing, 24/7, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. But at the same time, Brother Harris Abdul was a soldier, strong soldier. There's not a day or too many days that go by that I don't think about the brother. And I'm constantly talking to you, still receiving direction and instructions on not only how to deal with the youth, you know, but how to deal with day-to-day living, you know, because we shared some very, very sacred and innermost thoughts as men, you know, which was very, very helpful, and it raised my level of consciousness to a divine level that was so high that it brought the best out of me. And at the same time, you know, having a queen, you know, at the same queen, Queen Nzinga, who also brings the best out of me. But at the same time, Brother Abdul had Sister Terry, his queen, in which she brought the best out of him, you know. And you know, it was a hell of a combination, you know. Very, 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 very powerful, you know, combination of energies, you know, that the not only the youth but the world needed, you know. because it led me to become, you know, one of the most renowned lecturers and scholars today. You know, I had no idea that I would become a lecturer, a scholar, or a researcher. Although I indirectly was a researcher as a child, because I stayed reading encyclopedias as a young man. You know, however, we never know what the future holds. And, you know, Brother Abdul, you know, assisted me and supported me along with several other people into, you know, making the dream and the thoughts manifest into a reality. And the same with him, you know, but he never thought that he would be a co-founder of one of the most strongest, renowned youth and adult organizations and movements in the United States today. So I just wanted to drop that, you know, send some strong energy out in the universe to Brother Harris Abdul. You know, brother, I miss you, I love you, you know, and may our energies continue to connect, and may you continue to help me, and not only me, but Queen Terry, Sister Nzinga, and others, you know, to, you know, become the best people that we could possibly be. Okay? And my father's, his born day was the 6th, and I will be going out to Arlington to perform my yearly libation with him. Hopefully this 2018 I can visit him more frequently. And when you talk about superheroes that come on the TV screen, my superhero was in my living room. You know, my father, greatest man I've ever known. As far as I'm concerned, the greatest man on the planet. So, but enough of that. It's just a couple of things that I just want to run past some people in terms of how to deal with your day-to-day situations. Because you are the greatest person that you know. You know, once you go into yourself, because like I always explain to you all, everything that you're searching outside of self for lies in self, including what you will call God. Because if you take a look at your life and the things that you have went through, and every time you have encountered a situation, dilemma, or what you may call a problem, that you've always relied on outside energies and outside deities, imaginary deities at that, to help combat your struggles. When all you have to do is look within, because all of your answers lie within. And a lot of times when we are functioning and dealing with religions, when we have situations or dilemmas, and we call ourselves calling on these outside entities and deities for assistance, and then when you get some relief, you accredit it to the outside deities, which that's not the case. Because what you perceive as an outside deity is inside of you. And the answer had already lied within you the entire time. It's just a matter of how you deal with the situation or dilemma. And I always tell brothers and sisters out here that, you know, anytime you deal with any type of situation that you can control in terms of your emotion and your spirituality, you know, hold your head up while you go through it, so you can have clear understanding and understand and overstanding of the process and what it took for you internally to deal with that situation. Now, I may have lost a few of you all, but those who are conscious and that are not slow clearly understand what I'm saying. So don't allow yourself to walk around down and walk around angry, walk around disgusted, walk around hurt, because things could be worse than what they are. Because if you look at things on the whole, we have greater and stronger battles and wars that are ahead of us, such as racism, white supremacy, the system of racism, white supremacy, which is an ongoing battle, which many of us each day of African descent, many African brothers and sisters here in the United States die as a result of racism, white supremacy. Whether it has taken a physical toll on you, whether it has taken a mental toll, whether it has you in spiritual bondage, the system of racism, white supremacy. And for those who are not clear about the system of racism, white supremacy, it's not the KKK or anything of that nature. They're no threat. Because in order for racism and white supremacy to exist, it takes power. And to have power, you have to have money. And you have to have property, you have to have currency, you have to have political power in order for the system of white supremacy and racism to work. That's why you may hear a lot of brothers and sisters say that a person of African descent cannot be racist, which is true, because we have no power. We have no stake in this country in terms of an economic and a political status. So it's impossible for us to be racist. Now, we are reactionary racists, because we are reacting to the system of racism, white supremacy. You know, and I say that to say that, you know, let's stop focusing on these little things, the little bullshit. You know, if you're if you're in a bad relationship, if you're in a bad marriage, get out of that shit. Get out of that. You know, because a lot of us have become accustomed to accepting unhappiness, uneasiness, and we have accepted being miserable when you don't have to take that route. You know, I know a few brothers and sisters that are in some detrimental situations in terms of their relationships, in terms of their marriages, and so forth. You know, and, you know, it can create a catastrophe in terms of someone getting hurt, in terms of someone losing everything that they have, resulting in being homeless. There's so many different negative results that can come from being in the wrong place and being with the wrong person. The same way as, you know, when we have an addiction to being selfish, where you refuse to share with people who look like you because you hate yourself. So you would rather see people that look like you suffer opposed to helping them. Same way with never wanting to see anyone happy. You know, these are mental issues and spiritual, you know, disruptions, you know, that prevent us from reaching the pinnacle of spirituality. Because a lot of us, you know, we go to the mosque, the temple, and the church, and we jump up and down, we give money, you know, but are you really getting something out of it? How long does that happiness last? And be honest with yourself. You know, 20 minutes after you leave out of the church, the mosque, or the temple, you know, you're more worse than you were before you went in. So where is the saving power in these particular religions? You know, it's just some things to think about. And like I told y'all, you know, 2018, I'm going to be doing some different videos. We're going to be discussing various issues because it's time to move on. It's time to elevate, you know, and it's time for us to start growing and developing so we can get our brothers and sisters on a higher accord where their thinking can be more on a high plateau. That way they're able to see life for what it really is, opposed to what you would like for it to be, which is called reality. But I'm going to be getting back with you all shortly. And for right now, you know, keep your head up. You know, walk in your own greatness. You are the best person that you know. You are the strongest person that you know. But your own strength in you determines that. You know, shoot for a high plane. Shoot for a high plateau. Stand on a higher foundation. Because you are special. And once again, giving honor to the Creator and the ancestors. Hotep, Black Power. Peace.